He was already late. Corridors full, students rushing everywhere, bags swinging, shoes loud on the floor, and right in the middle of all that noise stood one boy who didn't belong to any of it. New uniform, new school, new city. His name was Arjun, 15 years old, and today was his first day. Not his first day, his fourth in 5 years. Most kids panic on a first day. Arjun didn't panic anymore. He had learned how to walk into a room full of strangers and find a seat without drawing attention. How to watch before speaking, how to wait before trusting. Moving cities does that to a person. It doesn't make you cold, it makes you careful. He found the classroom tucked behind the staircase, room 10B, like it was hiding. He pushed the door open and walked in. Second row, window seat, small breeze coming through. Perfect. He sat. 3 seconds of peace, then a shadow fell across his desk. Standing in the aisle was a boy who looked like he had never once not gotten what he asked for. Tall, perfectly pressed uniform, a watch that caught the morning light, the kind of boy who walks into a room and simply waits for it to notice him. He looked at Arjun and said that seat was his. No name on the seat, no bag, nothing marking it as anyone's. But the way the class went quiet told Arjun everything. This was not a battle worth having. He was about to stand when from the row beside him, a girl named Meera turned quietly and gestured to the empty seat next to her. No drama, no big moment, just a simple, calm offer. Arjun moved, sat beside her. The tall boy took his seat without another word, but his eyes stayed on Arjun just a moment too long. Behind Arjun, a boy landed in his seat like he had fallen from the sky. Bag thrown, tie undone, hair going in every direction. He leaned forward and told Arjun with complete sincerity that moving seats without a fight on the very first day was the most interesting thing he had seen in room 10B in years. His name was Ravi, and silence to Ravi was simply an invitation to keep talking. He talked about the school, the teachers, the canteen food, the ceiling fan that had been making that same sound for 3 years and nobody had fixed it. Arjun listened, and somewhere in the middle of all that warmth, the tight, fuzzy feeling in his chest began to loosen. Then the door opened, the entire class settled in one breath. Miss Sheila walked in. Cotton sari, reading glasses, quiet authority. She placed her register on the table without fuss. Didn't smile, didn't announce herself, just stood there. And that was enough. She opened the register, scanned the room, stopped. She asked the new face to stand. Arjun stood, 38 pairs of eyes on him at once. She asked his name, his city, why he was here. Then she asked something nobody had ever asked him on a first day. She asked how it felt. Starting again? The room went still. Arjun didn't give the safer answer, he gave the honest one. He told her it felt like opening a new book he hadn't read it. Uncertain but curious. Miss Sheila looked at him for a long moment, then the corner of her mouth moved, almost a smile. Ravi leaned forward and whispered that in 4 years he had never once seen that happen. Something warm and small settled in Arjun's chest, like the beginning of something. 4 o'clock, bell rang. Arjun packed slowly, walked out last, at the bottom of the front steps, without any plan. The girl from the third row and the boy with the untamed hair were simply there, not waiting, just there. The way some people show up at exactly the right moment without making anything of it. They asked how the day was. Arjun looked back at the yellow walls one last time. At the windows of room 10B catching the afternoon light, he thought about the seat, the calm voice that offered him another one, the boy who filled silence with warmth, the teacher who almost smiled. He told them it was better than expected, much better. He walked home alone, same boy, same bag, same road, but not entirely the same, because That is what a good first date does. Quietly, without announcing itself, it just reaches in and moves something. For a boy who had started over 4 times, that feeling had a name: belonging. Tomorrow he would return to 10B, but tomorrow something would go missing. Something small, something that seems unimportant. But in a classroom full of young hearts, even the smallest thing carry the biggest feelings. Those golden days, episode 2, The Tiffin Box. Until then,